Do you have to track your calories to lose fat? No. But does it make your work a whole lot easier? Definitely. So, how I personally go about it is simple. First, you need to get a calorie tracking app. For example, like MyFitnessPal. Now, what MyFitnessPal allows you to do is simple. It allows you to log in your foods that you've eaten throughout the day, and as such you're able to track what you eat and how much you eat, and you know exactly how many calories you're taking in. Now that's only half of the equation. As we all know, in order to lose body fat, the one thing that you need to make sure is happening is that you're in a calorie deficit. And an easy way to do this is to take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 11. That will give you a rough estimate. It's usually not accurate, extremely accurate, but it will give you something in the ballpark of what you need to be eating to lose fat. So for example, for me, currently I'm around 147, 145 pounds. 145 multiplied by 11 is around 1600 calories. So I'm eating 1600 calories a day consistently to lose fat. And that's what's working for me. So for example, for someone else who might be say 180 pounds, 180 times 11 translates to around 1900 calories. So when you eat at this level, when you eat this much, then you'll be able to see consistent progress. So after logging in your numbers, next step you have to do is to weigh yourself every morning. And the reason we weigh ourselves every morning is so that we can get a clear idea of the trajectory of fat loss. So for example, when you weigh yourself consistently, you're supposed to weigh yourself consistently over 7 days. And when you do that, take the average of the 7 days. That's week 1. Do that for week 2 again. So if week 1's average is less than week 2's average, you're doing well. Yeah? Continue doing exactly what you're doing, because it means that you found that you're in a caloric deficit and you're losing fat consistently. Now, if you track for 2 weeks, get your averages, and say you maintain, your weight stays stagnant, what do you do in this case? Simple. Go to your application, deduct 100 calories from your application, and then track again. And do this, continue to do this until you see that you're losing weight consistently. So make sure you measure yourself first thing in the morning, preferably after you've gone to the small room, done your business, and be in something like your boxers or something like that. So make sure that you measure yourself the same way every morning. So make sure you go to the loo first, measure yourself preferably with as little clothing as possible. And then measure yourself, take your weight. That's how you'll be tracking yourself consistently every morning. Now, it's important that you don't be anal. Don't be anal about the numbers, because the numbers on the scale will fluctuate every day, and that's normal. So don't feel bad if one day you weigh particularly higher. It can be due to a whole number of things. So don't let that get to your head, because the whole point of weighing yourself every morning is to see that your trajectory is going downwards. As long as it's going downwards, it doesn't matter if one day is higher, one day is lower. It's all good either way. Take the average, compare to the last week's average. If it's lower, you're on the right track. So on MyFitnessPal, you're going to see a place that shows you your carbohydrates, your fat, and your protein. The most important thing in a cut that will help you to preserve that muscle mass, that beautiful muscle mass that you worked so hard to put, is to make sure that your protein is on point. So a simple way to make sure that your protein is on point is to multiply your weight in pounds times 1. So for example, I'm 145 pounds, which means I'm eating roughly 140 to 145 grams of protein every day. So for example, if you weigh 160 pounds, aim to eat at least 160 pounds of protein per day. Doesn't have to be perfect every day. Remember, don't be anal. It's the consistency that matters. But as much as possible, aim to get that 160 grams of protein if you weigh 160 pounds. And what that will do is it will help satiate you during the diet, so you won't feel as hungry, as lethargic, all that nasty stuff. And it will help to preserve your muscle, which is the most important thing. So after you've hit your protein for the day, divide the rest of your calories between carbs and fat, whichever one you prefer more. Personally, I would suggest that you eat more carbs than fat, because carbs is what is your body's preferred source of energy. But if eating more fat than carbs works better for you, then by all means do it. And you can divide that across whatever food you want. Honestly, the budget is yours to do what you please with. But if you decide to eat a bunch of junk, it's going to be really hard at the end of the day because you'll be hungry, you will be full, you'll be itching to eat more. So normally I would recommend to at least get 2 servings of vegetables and fruits during the day, and you should be okay. If things are doing really like if your day is just hectic as hell, then try and get at least 1 serving of veggies and 1 serving of fruit for health's sake. So that's how I'm going about losing fat. I'm on my 2nd week of my cut, week 2 out of 8, so I'm doing an 8-week cut. I'll keep you guys updated as to how that's going. So far so good. I'll give a body update soon. Stay tuned for that. With all that being said, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We're at 10 subscribers, guys. We're like a small family now, man. I'm actually so happy. So subscribe if you're new and stay tuned for more coming soon. I post every Sunday, by the way, so if you want to be notified early, you can press the bell. That you will be notified every time I make a video. So with that being said, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.